Good morning, everyone. We are here in Itacoatiara Pro today. Big day, Chico. On my side, I have Chico Garritano, our head judge. Welcome, Chico.
Thank you. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for inviting again. It's a pleasure to be here with everybody to talk. Yeah, let's go.
So let's talk. Let's talk about the waves. The conditions are pretty good, pretty big today, actually, huh?
Yes. Like expected, the conditions really big today. The swell just touched the Rio de Janeiro coast, really heavy. We're expecting this size. It's still rideable. Have some nice waves, like some peaks, like a 10, 12 feet solid. But the swell is still rising. It's the low tide in the morning, so during the tide's coming, the swell's gonna rising, gonna be massive. So you consider it now run the contest today. The ride is pretty exhausted because yesterday was big, smaller but big, and have a rest everybody to make a better show for the next days.
Yeah, it's strong currents as well, Chico. Like a lot of current from both sides of Itacoatiara. Itacoatiara is a small place, so...
Yeah, this bay, when the swell touch straight like this, there's a lot of water moving. It's a massive, like a peaks and strong currents. It's more outside today. Yesterday was more closer, but because the swell hitting the coast during the night is more outside, it's more dangerous for have to be a lot of endurance to do properly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have better conditions for tomorrow and for Friday as well.
Exactly. You're gonna analyze this afternoon how it's gonna work this swell this afternoon to make a perfect call for tomorrow. Have a really big chance to run tomorrow. It's still big, but more good direction. The swell is gonna be drop a little bit, and the pier is losing energy also. So can be epic tomorrow. You can have pretty good size again, like a 10 feet. But really nice and clean lefts, and the wind's going to be perfect. But anyway, Friday is looking really pumping. Friday is probably going to be the best day considering the conditions for the waiting period. So going to be epic anyway.
Sick. So you guys stay with us. Let's talk about, now we have the round number 6.
That's around 5.
Round 5 now. Three people in the water as well, huh?
Yes, the best guys are advanced for the non-elimination round from the guys who represent. Probably is the top 24 for the event, the best guys in competition. Who survived from yesterday just showed so much commitment and talent, and touching the guys who are advancing for the non-elimination round. Now you have the best guys in the competition for the next round. Yeah.
So let's talk about yesterday performance for the riders. What do you think, or what are your thoughts from yesterday?
Yes, you decided to put 30 minutes hits just during the 2 rounds and to make more opportunity. You know, the wave selections was so important yesterday, and analyze properly the tide and the current, stay in a good position to get the good waves. But more than anything, is a lot of commitment, a lot of brave people, riders competing was intense, but like a shining, beautiful to see everybody going down and pushing the limits, and going inside, outside, trying the barrels, trying the strong maneuvers, as heavy sections. Was a low tide on the stage, was so heavy, like a 10 feet, breaking, bang, and the riders just going off. Was incredible. It was really intense.
And we had some upsets yesterday, and we saw our current world champion Tristan Roberts losing the hit for a Brazilian boy, huh?
Yeah, it was a really strange hit because not too many waves happening that stage, a lot of current. And in the end, the guys just did a 3.5, 4 points and got a ride. And Tristan didn't found like a really pocket to do a strong maneuver, like one average wave and one good wave. And Carlos was needing just 3.5, I think, and got the wave in the counting down, and that's competition. That can happen. It's a competition.
Yeah, it is a competition. And we saw a very nice barrel for the Brazilian, Zacarias. How was that for you guys judging that wave?
Yeah, we were not expecting because a really young gun from Brazil, from the Northwest, and not a lot of expression. And came here, I believe it's his first time in heavy condition like this, and got a massive barrel, the best wave in the day, the best barrel for the competition so far. And just get in and just put it. That's really good surprise for the event, actually. The young kids, the young guns coming from the international world tour, just showing the new generation going to be brave like the current generation. That massive wave, massive dropping, massive taking. Well, everything was massive.
So Chico, you've been doing the judging for the World Tour for a long time already. What do you think? Like the bodyboard touch like the highest level of performance, or we can expect more from the riders?
No, they're still trying the limits. They're pushing the limits, and you saw this yesterday here. They're pushing, trying new maneuvers, trying more combinations, critical combinations. Now you can see more 360 inside the barrels, more connection between the reefs, the waves like this, like a massive sandbanks. So they still pushing the limits, creating. The bodyboarding have, I believe, the most creative athletes in the planet. They're always charging, changing, and looking for new maneuvers. So developing, this is development.
So we've been talking a lot for the people at home, like how it's important to make a maneuver very clean, like don't using the legs to return those backflips. Can you explain a little bit from your side, like the judge's side, for the people at home, please?
Especially for the World Tour and then like the professional national tours, and have the top level athletes, riders competing and showing the sport how much to be. And you bring the criteria from the free surf. You saw the plastic and the whole concept for the criteria, the radical and commitment, a little bit composition between the board and the wave and your body, and the execution for the maneuver is the most important. What is the RS? The rotation, the air landing without the legs, the face front for us. That's the basic for the RS. What the riders do in the free surfing, the top level guys. You talk about the World Tour top level, highest criteria for the bodyboarding. So you're pushing this a lot in the event to make it more clean, more plastic, because it's an exhibition sport, it's a presentation sport. More plastic and more critical and more the criteria for the speed, commitment, hit at the lip, and composition of the maneuver is the base for them have a good score, and the shining the maneuvers. If someone like confusion legs and the water, get the leg. If you reanalyze, is like the hand for the 360. In that level now, the high level competition before the hand for 360 was when started the no hands, and someone put in the hands, go low down the scores. The same with the RS and backflips. You saw top riders doing so perfectly, so you need to put the base in the top, not in the bottom. For that means the sport go up and the people gonna love. And not just bodyboarders and people in general surfing. The other people love bodyboarding, how much to be like a plastic. Like me, I'm not an Olympic gymnast, but I love to see in the Olympics the gymnastics because it's so beautiful, so plastic, so perfect. So the perfection is bringing for the top guys to be perfect.
This is so good that you speak like compare bodyboard maneuvers with the gymnastic, because I've been doing this on the streaming, on the webcast, and it's so good to hear about this from you.
Yeah, because in fact, Fabio, the riders do a presentation for the judge, for the staff. You're analyzing their performance. So we need to analyze how is the sport. What's the sport? The plastic, speed, commitment, and beautiful. Has to be beautiful more than anything.
What a great words from our head judge. We have to speak this in Portuguese as well, Chico. So, o que a gente está falando aqui, gente, rapidinho em português, é muito importante para todos vocês entenderem aí, todas as pessoas que falam português devem ouvir isso do Chico também em português, Chico. A gente estava falando aqui sobre a diferença das manobras super bem executadas, com a plasticidade, com o flow, né, a fluidez. Então, a gente está num momento aqui, num circuito mundial que é muito alto nível. Então explica um pouquinho em português, Chico, o que você acabou de falar aí em inglês.
Acho que basicamente em termos de critério de análise de manobras, a gente tem que sempre buscar nivelar por alto, por cima. E o nivelamento por cima vem, os próprios atletas no free surf trazem para o julgamento. A gente só transmite o que acontece no mundo real em termos de free surf e traz para o gosto da papeleta. Então, em relação às manobras, acho que quanto mais o atleta for perfeito dentro do que a manobra exige, nivela por cima. Temos circuitos nacionais muito bons no mundo, que o nivelamento é por cima, como no circuito mundial, e a gente tem que buscar isso, porque quanto mais plástico, mais empolgante, mais emocionante, mais você vai atrair pessoas fora do meio, fora do contexto, patrocinadores, público, assim, da minha irmã que não pega onda, acha lindo, do jornaleiro que não achar irado, prestar atenção e consumir o nosso produto, porque é um produto muito bom, muito bom. Em relação às manobras, hoje em dia o nível está tão alto que a gente está sendo cada vez mais exigente com as execuções das manobras. O que é a manobra em si? Um exemplo, o RS é um giro no ar que você tem que cair com a cara virada para a beira e sem as pernas, porque a perna é um recurso. A perna hoje em dia, para fazer as manobras de rotação, é como se fosse a mão do 360. Então a gente tem que se nivelar por cima, para nivelar por cima o nosso esporte também. Então a gente tem que ser exigente na comissão técnica, porque assim, caminha lado a lado. Bons atletas, boa comissão técnica, bons atletas. Isso sobe e tem que se buscar a perfeição. A gente tem que nivelar o esporte por cima, não por baixo. Manobras que não tem plástica, que não acabam as pernas, isso aí estão sendo enterradas. Tem que ser executado de maneira, a gente está sendo muito crítico nas 3 etapas que tiveram até agora, com os atletas, nas 4 etapas, né? Porque para as mulheres também a gente é crítico. Lá, são profissionais, a gente puxa o nível igual. Perna na água, rodou, caiu primeiro uma perna. Isso aí, quando tem atletas que fazem execução de maneira perfeita, a gente tem que ser muito crítico em relação a isso. A qualidade da manobra, como ela é na perfeição, está sendo exigido na perfeição da comissão técnica.
Acho que você explicou bem aí para o pessoal de casa, dá para entender exatamente aquela coisa que você falou em inglês, né? É uma ginástica olímpica, parecido com a ginástica olímpica, mas às vezes a gente não entende, né? Você vê ali que a menina fez um front flip, um back flip, acha que é igual a outra atleta, mas não é. São pequenos detalhes que levam à perfeição.
Exatamente, como na ginástica olímpica, o salto ornamental, os esportes de apresentação, eles têm um replay muito detalhado para analisar os mínimos detalhes. A gente também está contando com replays detalhados, então às vezes a nota sai e a pessoa não vê, ou quem está na praia não vê os detalhes que a gente vê. A gente consegue ver exatamente no momento que o atleta aterra, se o pé caiu primeiro, se a mão saiu, se o cotovelo saiu e entrou, e compara diretamente com os outros que estão na bateria ou no critério do dia, que estão fazendo a coisa de maneira mais perfeita. Então essa parte do detalhe que a gente vê, e os atletas profissionais, os de alto nível, eles sabem que a gente faz isso, então eles se buscam para não errar. A gente vê que às vezes eles fazem assim, no replay, dá até ver o rosto, a expressão que, putz, errei, a nota não vai ser o que eu queria.
Isso é legal você ter falado também do replay. A gente também, a nossa equipe do streaming, ele leva para os juízes todos os replays que vocês veem em casa. Então, não é uma coisa, né, que vocês olham a manobra e falam, a nota é essa. Vocês têm esse recurso do replay, que é tipo um VAR, né?
Exatamente, é o VAR.
E aí vocês conseguem realmente analisar na perfeição como foi a manobra.
Porque assim, o detalhe é tão importante. Se você lembrar em Arica, a gente tem o detalhe, o replay é tão importante pra gente que as quartas de final foram definidas no replay. Eu depois conversei com o Trista sobre isso, quando ele foi dar o backflip dele, quem estava na praia, quem estava em casa e vendo era 10, mas a gente viu que ele subiu muito na diagonal para cima, perdeu o controle, balançou as pernas, já não era mais o 10. Eu até brinquei, eu vou andar de bicicleta, falei, putz, na hora que eu subi, que eu vi que eu perdi o tempo, eu falei, ai meu Deus, não vou conseguir virar. Ele mesmo teve essa consciência porque ele sabe que tem que ser perfeito. Nesse nível de competição que decide o título mundial, é uma bateria ao longo do ano que pode definir o título no final do ano. Então, esses pequenos detalhes, eles ficam, o Tanner também na final, eu falei, putz, eu peguei aquela marola, perdi ali, eu sabia que eu tinha que ter pego antes, errei. Então, o replay, ele sabe que a gente tem que usar para a perfeição, para ter o resultado mais honesto possível.
Isso é muito bom, a gente está aqui somente com o Head Judge, o cara que manda em todo o julgamento, entende muito, está há anos nesse trabalho, então é um cara que realmente tem aqui muita propriedade para falar para vocês, então acho que ficou muito bem explicado que todos os atletas estão de acordo com o julgamento, eles cada vez mais querem se aperfeiçoar para pegar as melhores notas e passar as baterias. So, Chico, was a very nice talk about the criteria, because sometimes people at home, they don't understand too much. We're trying to explain to them, but you are the man to show to the people at home like how you guys been judging.
Yeah, the most important, you really have this concern, the people in home, you have the parents and family, friends. The heart is the most betrayed thing. The people are going to see what they want to see, going to analyze what they want to analyze. We there judging and working, you just analyzing all the minimal details to make the more fair possible result.
Thank you so much, Chico,
to
be here with us and explain this to all the people at home. I'm pretty sure we have Bego at the beach, at the riders area, to talk with some riders. I think Mike Stewart is there and Dave Huber is there. So, Bego, please bring some riders to speak with us.
Thank you very much, Fabio. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the first edition of the IBC Insights. This is a show that we're going to be bringing you throughout the tour. It's to bring the insights and the relevant information for the tour. Yes, I have the pleasure to be joined by Mike Stewart, Dave Hubbard, and Tanner McDaniel. They were here checking out the waves. The waves are massive, but they look very good. Actually, we have one single person in the water, which is Dudu Pedra, of course. And guys, thank you very much for joining us in this first edition of the IBC Insights. And I would like to start with you, Mike, with your insight about how the conditions are today.
Yeah, it looks like a rising swell. Okay, I'll grab this. Yeah, well, the swell's been rising the last couple days. It's supposed to get bigger this afternoon. And so, yeah, we're just kind of like looking at the conditions now. A lot of water moving as it's been for the last few days, but yeah, it's like, I don't know, probably go explore a little bit, and maybe by this afternoon should be really see the size of this swell, how big it's going to be, and if it's going to be too big for tomorrow.
Maybe you want to show us, well, Dave, you want to give us your insights?
Yeah, I think we are seeing the sandbar definitely developing, which is something we've been anticipating, not only with the swell getting really large, but just coming from almost some very flat days where the waves are pretty much breaking right on the shore. And we're seeing these big swells pull the sand out, and we're seeing pretty radical development of the sandbar. We're starting to see waves spit, and we're seeing like insane ramps. There's doo-doo right there on this one. This is a big left, people. But there's still a lot of bump on the face. That's kind of, I think, part of the intensity that we're seeing in the swell as the sandbar is still kind of finding its footing. Tanner, how about it?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty intense out there right now. Like I was saying to these guys earlier, it seems like the intensity volume just got turned up a little bit in the last, just kind of throughout the morning, in the last 30 minutes maybe even. We've seen some pretty hectic waves. Dudu's, out there giving it a crack. He hasn't had anything crazy yet, but I have a feeling we'll see something interesting if we wait long enough for him. Yeah. I'm not surfing today, but Mike's been entertaining the idea. I'm going to just take a break, take a rest today. We might be on tomorrow, so we'll see.
Yesterday, Mike, you were saying, well, the day before, you were saying you do enjoy these big conditions. This is what actually inspires you and motivates you. So you're gonna go and give it a shot.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, yeah. When it gets big, it's really your adrenaline just starts pumping, and it's really exciting. So it's just really nice to be in and amongst all that energy. And so, without the confines of a heat, where you're pressured to try to get waves, you can kind of like just relax more and then move around and position yourself more carefully and be more tactful about it. Versus in the contest, you got to really, a lot of times you're going to have to try to get your wave count, and meaning you're going to have to kind of move inside and risk getting smoked by the sets. So yeah, in a free surf, it's a lot more relaxed, even though the waves are big.
Well, I would like to take this opportunity because we don't have the chance to talk to these amazing guys too much. You guys representing Hawaii, being in tour for so long, all of you, 3 different generations. I would like to hear from you. How do you see the tour these days and the new nationalities, new names, everyone that it's been surfing so good, and there's been a change, there's been a difference. So it will be great to hear from you guys. What are your insights about that?
Yeah, my insights is it's great. I love to see new faces and new energy and guys coming from different places than what it's been traditionally, the main kind of hubs of bodyboarding. So, there's a really awesome contingent coming from Peru and all of South America. Chile's they're just the level of the riders are so good. So to me, it's like really exciting. I love to see that. And, it's just these different countries go through different cycles, it seems, where like Australia, you don't see a lot of Australians on the tour right now, which is, to me, really strange. I think the culture's kind of shifted a little bit more towards free riding and surfing, more mellow. But you know, it's just a matter of time before there's more Australians back on the tour, and we get some tour events down there. And because it's just, you know, humans. When you mix humans with surf, you get human nature, and competitions come out, and that's part of it, you know.
That's very good. David would like to hear from you as well.
Yeah, I think you know, Mike hit it on the head with some of the regional, you know, here in South America, we do expect some South America countries to be representing strongly. So Chile and Peru and Brazil obviously are being represented really well throughout the South American leg. You know, some Argentinians popping in there. But, man, the French crew has been, you know, really showing up in force. And that's been really kind of cool to see, that development over the last couple of years. And really making a crack to get some of their names. You know, not only the Pierre-Louis Coste or the Amaury Laverne, but, you know, to get some more names up on the top. It's been kind of cool to see. So I've been enjoying, you know, Capdevilles, you know, all the yawns that have been around, coming around. And, yeah, I'm excited as we go, you know, off of South America and we start going to other continents, you know, regionally. Who are we going to see? Are we going to see, like, a bunch of Moroccans in the Maldives? Are we going to see a bunch of Maldivians in South Africa? Like, that's always exciting for me because I agree with Mike. Like, we love to see new talent. We love to see people representing for their country, and it's always, like, cool to see, like, some success when a bunch of guys band together and make the big trip, because it is always, like, a big expense to come out here. But when they do it as a little pack and they get some results and get some success, I'm always excited for them when they do that. Tanner, tell me about it.
Well, I mean, you guys both kind of pretty much covered everything. It is cool to see, like, we kind of talked about it throughout the Chile leg, like, okay, who's going to be the new standout in these events? Like, it seems like, you know, you have the usual suspects who are doing well at every event, but it seems like every year there's one or two guys that they have kind of their breakthrough performance in the South America leg, and usually it's a Chilean or a Brazilian, a local South American guy who will, you know, have a really good run down here, and it's always interesting kind of waiting to see how it's going to play out and who it's going to be. And I haven't quite made my decision who it is yet, but maybe we'll
Who's your top, like, 3 or 4 picks?
I don't know. We'll see after this event. Can't make the call yet. I'd want to throw both of the Silva brothers in the discussion for sure. They've been, you know, really impressive throughout the leg so far. So see if they can hold the top spots.
How about the Peruvian kids?
The Peruvian kids have been killing it as well. Like, I've been super impressed with them throughout the leg. I saw them surfing in the Canaries a bunch the last event last year, and I was like, whoa, like, hadn't really, like, seen these guys ride, and they were on it. They were super keen every free surf, and, like, yeah, they're pushing it pretty hard. So yeah, that's true. So yeah, was he in Chile? Nope. So yeah, sweet. So yeah, he's, you know, making a name for himself, putting himself out there. It's great to see. Yeah, here, I'll pass it.
And I'm always stoked on guys who are, you know, double dipping, and, like, you know, Pirpo, Michael Yance from Peru, he's a junior, and he's making, like, a solid run in the men's, you know. So that's always, like, really exciting to see when a junior is, like, starting to step out of the junior category and getting some traction in the men's, because you can't be a junior forever. But he has the skill to already be competing against the men, so he is kind of, you know, feet on both sides of that category, and that's pretty sick to see. I think, I don't know if Bayona is still a junior, but, you know, Pirpo has definitely been, you know, raising the flag for the juniors. Here we're going to see Dudu. Tell us, Mike.
A little bit too peaky, but it's going to form up to something maybe. Look at this end bowl. He's got some speed, eh? Yeah. Oh, wow, look at that. He's got some speed. What's he going to do? No.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe add about the juniors. So something that I've noticed since I've been out of the juniors, and this is kind of just a general, maybe some advice for juniors who are maybe thinking about starting to compete, or maybe they already have started. You know, it's really cool to focus on the juniors and spend, you know, put your focus there. But to prepare, like the juniors for me is kind of a way to prepare for the men's, and that's something that I think people maybe forget. Like, you got to also surf, like as much as you can surf in the men's divisions and prepare for that, because that's where you want to be. That's the, you know, level of surfing you want to be doing, and really like just think about preparing for the men's and using the juniors as a way to do that. And if you can, surf as many men's events as you can, and not just only juniors and you don't focus on anything else. So that's my 2 cents on that.
That's really good. Well, guys, thank you very much. We really enjoyed your insights, and that was a great advice. I'm pretty sure everyone is going to take it. For you at home, it's been a pleasure today, late day. We're going to come back tomorrow, call the same time, 6:30, and there's a huge possibility that we are going to be running. And make sure to tune in. Remember, subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us at the socials. It's very important, your support. This is your part in this play, and we are very grateful to count on you. Thank you very much, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, Bego. It's so nice to see like 3 generations from Hawaii, like Mike, Dave, and Tanner together talking about Itacoatiara, talking about Brazil, talking about the South America leg, talking about the French team.
Yeah, definitely. So many standouts here in the competition. Zacharias as well, the French, as those 3 said. Yeah, it was so nice to have this IBC Insights, the first edition here, trying to bring some relevant information for you guys at home about the event, about the athletes, the technical staff as well. So yeah, thank you for tuning in here. We're going to be on tomorrow at 6:30 for the first call. So thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Lucas, to be with me here. Obrigado, pessoal. Hoje não vai ter campeonato devido às condições. As condições estão grandes, então voltaremos amanhã às 6:30 para o primeiro check-in, primeiro cheque aí, para ver se vai ter campeonato. Provavelmente estaremos aqui de volta com vocês às 8 horas em ponto. Se começar o campeonato um pouquinho antes, estaremos um pouco antes. So thank you so much for you guys. Obrigado de coração. Subscrevam aí no nosso canal do YouTube, compartilhem o nosso link. Se qualquer dúvida, qualquer maior informação, ibcworldtour.com. Um beijo no coração de vocês e até amanhã.
Até amanhã.